Hey everybody, so I was thinking, you know what? I want Greta Thunberg to move to Antarctica so she can give us live updates on the global warming disaster for years to come. So the World Cup is going on and yeah, I can't watch it. I'm too anti-globalist these days, and soccer is right there with communism in my book. And it is communism. Look at this. The men's team has to give half their earnings to the women's national team. How appropriate, right? Half? It's like the women's team got the divorce settlement. Apparently they didn't get custody of the fans, though. And speaking of the ladies, Sam Brinton, the non-binary hire of the Office of Nuclear Energy, pretty much proved that he was the batshit crazy deviant perv that we thought he was, as Sam swiped a woman's suitcase while at the airport. That's the bad news. The good news, the emotional support dog was his. Elon Musk has taken over Twitter, and it's fair to say he's not a popular guy with the left.
Melissa Engel follows the rapid-fire changes at her former employer.
On the current path, I'm really worried about Twitter's future.
Yeah, things have really gotten insane, haven't they? Laying off Melissa? Big mistake. In fact, Elon's laid off a lot of people. Hearing initially about the layoffs, I did feel sorry for them. But as we've been learning more and more, when you consider the Orwellian dystopia these employees probably enjoyed creating, I'm a bit short on sympathy now.
I'm not giving a severance package.
No severance package? Yes, I could be wrong, but I don't think the package has been severed here. Jim Carrey, the no longer funny comedian, announced that he's leaving Twitter, which leads to an obvious question. Where will he post his creepy love videos for Emma Stone now?
I would marry you.
Another unfunny comic, Whoopi Goldberg of The View, also is leaving Twitter.
Having had certain kinds of attitudes blocked, and now they're back on, and I'm gonna get out.
Certain kinds of attitudes used to be blocked, but now they're back. Certain kinds of attitudes, you mean like racism or something? No, just people who disagree with me. Well, Whoopi, you could always just hit the block button. Yeah, but I don't think I should have to. Right. If you want to see what Whoopi considers an acceptable level of disagreement, just watch The View. You'll really see her challenge there. Quick word, everybody.
God, help me!
See the subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner? I need you to click on that. Like right now.
Now come on, please, Jerry, I'm begging you, please! Come on, please!
Like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell. Alyssa Milano was quick to condemn Musk as a white supremacist. She said so in her appearance on The View. She tweeted that she gave back her Tesla and got a Volkswagen EV. The Hodge twins reminded her that Volkswagen was founded by actual, literal, real-life Nazis.
Are you in the market for a new car? Then look no further than Otto's by Adolf. Best deals in all of Deutschland. Tell them Alyssa sent you. Wunderbar.
One question I had about this, she tweeted that she gave back her Tesla? Gave back to who? Maybe an operative from the Democrat Party? Alyssa Milano and Jim Carrey have been on Twitter since 2009, but most of these banned accounts were also around from 2009 to 2016. 2016 being the year that the banishments really started in earnest. If Twitter's the online Klan rally they pretended to be now, wouldn't all that hate from 2009 to 2016 just be unbearable? I mean, why stick around? So by their own standards, Alyssa Milano and Jim Carrey and the rest of the Twitterati had no problem building their own popular accounts on a white supremacist platform. Twitter started censoring on the basis of hate speech as defined by the European Union. And hate speech is just plain stupid, as the late great Patrice O'Neill once pointed out.
Say, are we retiring the phrase sticks and stones? Break my bones and names will never hurt. Is that now? Is it legal for me to say, I endorse hate speech? I don't give a
Yeah.
I want hate speech.
Yes.
Like, why can't I hate you in speech?
So then hate speech then evolved into misinformation. Listen to this reporter now.
Critical moment, really, in terms of ensuring that Twitter does not become a vector for misinformation. I mean, are you concerned about Elon Musk says there's more and more subscribers.
Oh no. More subscribers on Twitter? It's like regular people are now getting into it.
Coming online. Are you concerned about that? And what tools do you have? Who is it at the White House that is really keeping track of this?
So look, this is something that we're certainly keeping an eye on.
I mean, they're able to convey information, and next thing you know, they'll be standing up for the national anthem again. Maybe even voting. Are there any tools the government can use here? How can we effectively stifle all that? I mean, the government has such a shortage of weapons.
Sharing of biased and
False news has become all too common on social media.
More alarming, some media outlets publish these things they simply aren't true without checking facts first.
Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think. And this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
Our data from the CDC today suggests, that vaccinated people do not carry the virus, don't get sick, and that it's not just in the clinical trials, but it's also in real-world data.
Of course, the problem was that the verified information from the Great for Democracy people turned out to often be wrong.
We know there is a risk, a very small risk, 1 in 5,000, that may get myocarditis.
I have been diagnosed with Bell's palsy.
While the dangerous to democracy people turned out to often be correct. I mean, Fauci's been revealed to be such a corrupt fraud at this point. The guy should just move on to pitching reverse mortgages or maybe ShamWow masks. So in censorship land, hate speech was the exact same crime as saying an inconvenient laptop existed. And also where a virus came from, if an experimental big pharma cure was effective, along with 100 other draconian life-destroying rules inflicted on the masses. Questioning this was all the same according to the reasonable gatekeepers. Corinne Jean-Pierre called the must-release of the Twitter files old news, or at least the prepared sheet she brought in said so.
Twitter was so haphazardly pushed this distraction. That is a full of old news.
Old news is right. The big guy used to get 10% and now it's 20. Honestly, all the revelations from Musk is just depressing. That there is indeed a rather evil, corrupt, suppressing oligarchy. You see governments dismissing large swaths of their own population, corralling their opinions, not permitting any dissent. We're heading towards Chinese levels of tyranny. They're getting around to protesting, only it's too late for them. Look at the brave Chinese citizens taking their lives in their own hands to protest. And you can guess which side our government is on. Look at these Chinese insurrectionists not following the science, vax-denying, clearly white supremacists, purveyors of hate. Somehow, if you feel superior to China, you shouldn't. Musk is revealing how free speech was squashed, and getting used to the idea of restricted speech, I'm afraid is
Extremely dangerous to our democracy.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Feel free to pass around to anybody you think might like my content. And I'll see you the next time. Thanks.